Toyota just made a deal with the devil, and if you live in North America, you are the one paying the price for a wall that isn't working. While the world was watching this brand struggle with first-generation EVs, they were quietly executing an industrial surrender. This is a 5.1-meter executive flagship that just launched for $13,000 less than a base model Tesla Model 3. On the outside, it has the badge your parents trust, but underneath, it is a high-speed technological breach. But here's the question no one is asking. How did the world's most conservative car company, the same one that spent a decade fighting the electric transition, suddenly bow down to Chinese technology just to stay relevant? Today, we are performing an industrial autopsy on a car that shouldn't exist. I'm going to show you how Toyota smuggled the world's most controversial silicon into a mainstream sedan, the white label betrayal that just turned the Tesla Model 3 into a legacy product, and the one hidden safety feature that proves Toyota knows exactly how dangerous this deal really is. This is the Toyota BZ7. To understand why the BZ7 is a Model 3 assassin, you have to look at the physics of the D-segment footprint. A Tesla Model 3 is a compact sedan. The BZ7 is 5.1 meters long. It has the presence of a BMW 5 Series, but the silhouette of a fighter jet. Look at the face. Those hammerhead LEDs aren't just a design choice. They are the intake for an active cooling system. Toyota calls it the hammerhead shark language, but in engineering terms, it consists of aerodynamic, scalpel-like vents. While most cars move through the air like a sheet of plywood, the BZ7 is an aerodynamic ghost. With a drag coefficient of 0.23 CD, it flows through the atmosphere like a hot knife through butter. Even the details are weaponized. Look at the semi-hidden door handles. Most manufacturers, including Tesla, rely on purely electronic latches, but Toyota, obsessed with their 6 layers of redundancy, has integrated a mechanical emergency backup directly into the handle. It's a direct response to the trapped in an EV fears. Actually, the shell is the only thing Toyota owns. The soul belongs to companies the West is terrified of. And that soul is powered by a high-voltage heart that makes Tesla's supercharging look like a legacy bottleneck. But the betrayal goes deeper than just the silhouette. To hit that $26,000 price point, Toyota didn't just swap a motor. They performed a structural transplant. Underneath the BZ7 is a chassis that utilizes dual-chamber air suspension and SDC continuously variable damping as standard. Think about that. Tesla's Model 3 famously uses a traditional coilover setup to save weight and cost. Toyota, however, utilized their luxury and GR racing teams to tune a system that proactively scans the road. It's called intelligent pre-aiming. Using the front-facing cameras, the car identifies a pothole or expansion joint in milliseconds and softens the air bladders before the tires even make contact. It's an executive-class ride for a compact-class price. They've essentially taken the refinement of a Lexus LS and smuggled it into a car meant to compete with the entry-level market. It's a mechanical sedative that makes the Tesla's sportier, firmer ride feel like an unrefined relic of the early EV era. Inside, the contrast is where the Model 3 truly dies. Tesla's minimalism was always a clever way to hide cheap manufacturing. Toyota has gone the opposite direction. These aren't just seats. They are body weight redistributors. While Tesla gives you a flat, synthetic bench, Toyota is using a zero-gravity dual-motor architecture that eliminates pressure points. It's a sensory deprivation tank on wheels, draped in SIAA-certified Napa leather and North American white ash wood. But the real neural breach is the screen. It runs Huawei's Harmony OS 5.0. It treats your home and your car as a single device via the Xiaomi ecosystem. It's a level of vertical integration that Apple spent $10 billion failing to build. Toyota didn't spend a dime on the R&D, they just took the band shortcut to the top of the market. For the first time, a Toyota is a node in your human car home network. You can be miles away and tell your car to preheat your living room or check your home security cameras from the 15.6-inch 2K central display. It even features the Huawei Star Flash digital key. Unlike standard Bluetooth or NFC keys that can be finicky, Star Flash uses ultra-wideband precision to identify exactly which door you're standing at to within a single centimeter. Toyota realized that the Silicon Valley approach of building everything in-house, the path Apple spent $10 billion failing to walk, was a trap. Instead, they just opened the door to the two tech giants the West is most afraid of. They didn't build a software team, they hired an army. But step into the back seat. This is where the Tesla comparison stops being about technology and starts being about embarrassment. The BZ7 sits on a 3,020mm wheelbase. That is longer than a BMW 7 Series. Your knees are not touching the seat in front. You are not folded into the car. You have arrived. The rear seats recline to a near flat position with extending leg rests. That is a business class seat, in a car that costs less than a business class upgrade on some long-haul routes. Independent rear climate zones, a dedicated 10-liter compressor refrigerator in the rear specifically engineered for champagne bottles. Not a cool box, a compressor unit that can actually freeze things. Bentley charges 5 figures for a single cool box as an optional extra. Toyota fits one as standard and asks why you would ever not. The 23 Yamaha speakers are tuned differently from the rear cabin. The soundstage wraps around the back seats the way a concert hall wraps around the audience, not the orchestra. Double-glazed acoustic glass seals the rear passengers from the outside world completely. It does not reduce noise. It eliminates it. A Tesla Model 3 rear seat is where you put someone you are apologizing to. The BZ7 rear cabin is where you put someone you are trying to impress. Toyota just made that choice available for $26,000. This is where the Industrial Autopsy reveals the kill shot. Tesla is still reliant on nickel and cobalt, expensive, volatile materials. Toyota has pivoted to the BYD Blade battery. But the real embedded truth is the charging curve. Think of it like this. Charging a Tesla is like trying to fill a swimming pool with a garden hose. It starts fast, but the pressure drops almost immediately. BYD's standalone 1,000-volt platform does 400 kilometers in 5 minutes. Toyota didn't need that. They took the balanced 800-volt implementation and still hit 400 kilometers in 10 minutes. While a Model 3 owner is sitting at a supercharger for 35 minutes to hit 80%, the BZ7 pulls a decade's worth of range back into the cells in the time it takes to buy a coffee. But look at the brain. While Tesla bets everything on vision only, Toyota has deployed the Momenta R6 Flywheel AI. This isn't just a collection of cameras, it's an end-to-end neural network supported by a roof-mounted LiDAR and 6 layers of safety redundancy. If the software glitches, the mechanical hardware takes over. If one sensor fails, 3 others are already watching. It is a system designed to handle the unprotected left turn chaos that still baffles Tesla's FSD. But why go to all this trouble? Why 6 layers of redundancy on a $26,000 car? This is the one hidden safety feature I promised you at the start. And the reason it exists will make you look at every other EV on the road differently. Because Toyota knows that using banned tech comes with a massive branding risk. If a Huawei chip fails in a Toyota, the brand's 80-year reputation for bulletproof reliability evaporates instantly. So, they over-engineered the safety. And the most telling example is hidden in plain sight. Because Toyota has also been watching. And what they have been watching is people dying.
It was too much fire and airbags, and I couldn't get to the rest of them.
It's not only that, these kids can't get out from the inside. This person who is there to save them can't get in from the outside.
A Bloomberg investigation identified at least 15 deaths linked to Tesla door handles that could not be opened after crashes. A Xiaomi SU7 Ultra driver died when rescuers could not open the doors after the electronic system failed. China has now passed a mandatory national standard requiring mechanical door handle redundancy on every new EV by January 2027.
From January 1st, 2027, any car that's sold in China will have to have a mechanical door handle. That means no more of those sleek, concealed door handles that we've been used to seeing on electric vehicles.
The regulation was accelerated after a burning vehicle in Chengdu, where hidden handles delayed rescue by 40 minutes. Toyota did not wait for the regulation. The BZ7 is the first car in its class with an integrated electric release and mechanical emergency door handle. If every Huawei chip in this car fails simultaneously, you can still get out. Physically, with your hands. That is not over-engineering. That is a confession. It's the ultimate irony. The world's most conservative car company is using the world's most aggressive technology. But they've caged it in so many safety protocols that it's actually more redundant than their internal combustion cars. It's not just a car. It's a high-stakes experiment in brand preservation.
The verdict is simple. The BZ7 isn't just a new Toyota, it's a confession. By outsourcing the brain to Huawei and the heart to BYD, Toyota has created a weapon of mass disruption. They have combined the world's most trusted badge with the world's most aggressive supply chain. They haven't just built a better EV. They have built a mirror that shows exactly how much Tesla tax we've been paying. The Tesla Model 3 is no longer the benchmark. It is the legacy product being left behind in the $13,000 price gap. The era of Tesla as the undisputed EV leader didn't just fade away. It ended the moment Toyota decided to stop fighting the future and start smuggling it. Now, for my viewers in the UK and Australia, you are in the squeeze zone. While North America hides behind a 100% tariff wall, your markets are the primary targets for this right-hand drive infiltration. You are about to see the $26,000 Model 3 Assassin on your motorways, while the US is still paying $40,000 for a decade-old design. So I have to ask, if you had the choice today, would you buy the Tesla that everyone else has, or would you find a way to get the Toyota that the world is terrified of? I'm in Macroscope, and this was the Industrial Autopsy. I'll see you in the comments.